What is going on, my beautiful people? This is your boy Luciano. I have a special guest today. My boy Dub is in the building.
What's going on?
Super excited to have this guest. We're going to get into a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like I said, me and you've known each other for well over, 5-6 years?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. So, yeah. How you feeling?
And I'm feeling good, bro. I appreciate you having me on here.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't done a podcast in a minute, so it's dope.
I appreciate you for being on this, man. Like, how you been, though? Like, besides, just you working your ass off, I mean, I see your work everywhere. What are you feeling? Like, how are you feeling in life in general? 21 is about to be over with. Like, How you feeling into going into 2022?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Just aside from, the filming and photo stuff, I've been in the gym working out, trying to get like you. You know what I'm saying? Been playing a little bit of ball. I might go D1. You never know. I'm gonna go back to college. No, man. I just been doing my dad thing, doing the husband thing, and trying to stay busy, trying to stay healthy, and ready for the 2022 and about to go crazy.
That's all that matters, man. That's exciting. Like you were saying, being a hooper, what makes you bring up hooping so much? Like, I do see your photos, of course, of everybody that, all the celebrities and everything, but I did see a couple photos of you in the gym. Like, you really out here hooping right now.
So the thing is, I grew up playing ball.
Okay.
Like, I was really hooping, back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, back in high school, back in middle school, elementary. I was playing AAU.
Nice.
Travel ball, all that stuff. I was in high school playing ball. Could have went to college, but never did.
Yeah.
So, in the past years, I just stopped playing ball because, life gets in the way.
Of course.
But this last 6-7 months, I've been really focusing on, taking care of my body, working out in the gym. And that was one of my main focuses was I want to get back to basketball and really feeling like I could compete, even though I'm 30 years old now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So that's definitely the reason why I've been posting more basketball content is because I want to show, I'm not just shooting photos. I'm not just shooting videos. I'm in the gym shooting, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So it's just one of them things I just want to feel good, you know what I mean?
No, for sure. And, with me personally, like I said, I don't really have the exact same because I didn't do all, the leagues or anything, but I did play from elementary all the way up until high school. I had a chance to go to college and play, but I decided to work. Yeah. I got a little bit of that bread senior year. I was like, I didn't even want to play my senior year.
You played ball? Like basketball?
Yeah, I really, truly did. I literally put this on ass.
What was you, point guard? Shooting guard?
Shooting guard.
Oh, yeah.
And I was a lefty, so, I would dribble up with right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would fuck them up. I ain't gonna lie. You've seen me in a couple of celebrity basketball games. I'm
Man, you need to come hoop then.
I'm telling you.
Bro, people be saying, they replying my stories, bro.
Yeah, when you gonna vibe?
When you gonna hoop? And I'm like, bro, I post it all the time. You never ask me what's the address or whatever.
That's the biggest thing too. But now we're older and shit, we got to start stretching more. I really recently learned that. I didn't stretch. I just got on there. You want to go? I was one of the tallest dudes at Vasa Fitness, and they picked me right away. I was like, all right, let's get it. And bro, I didn't stretch. Stretching is serious.
Pull a hammy. You gonna pull a hammy?
Stretching is serious right now.
Especially now, we stiff. Because we older, so we gotta stretch. For
real,
we gotta stretch that shit out, bro.
I'm over here feeling my knee pop already on this.
Man,
shit,
you making me feel like I'm cramping up. I gotta extend my leg now.
Nah, but that's what's up. But no, like I said, cardio is always good. I never really was big on cardio. I'm gonna just be the realist to say this because I was always I need to stay thick. I don't want to lose any type of fat or anything. You know what I mean? But I'm starting to do more cardio and yeah, fitness is definitely something that everybody needs to involve in their life. Truly,
I feel like this past year, a lot of people kind of really looked at that and they started taking that seriously. It's kind of like a trend now. But to be honest, it's one of those trends where I'm okay with people doing that shit because we don't take our health seriously, and especially in the United States. You know what I'm saying? We eat a whole bunch of processed foods and stuff like that.
Fast foods.
So the fact that a lot of people are coming to the realization that they need to really take care of their body. Man, that's dope, bro.
And I see a lot of people oh, here comes January 1st. So many people are going to pack. I'm grateful. I'm glad. I love to see that. I love to see a packed gym because at the end of the day, it's people are just trying to be better and make their lives better. You know what I mean?
They're trying to work on
themselves.
themselves.
When you feel healthy, you're going to do everything.
Bro, I ain't going to lie. Once I started really working out and eating better, I mean, we've been eating good for the last 3-4 years. We don't eat no McDonald's, no Burger King, nothing like that. We like to shop at Sprouts, buy the organic foods and stuff that you want to buy. But once I started really working out in the gym, playing ball, weightlifting, bro, this is the best I felt in my life since high school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of my main goals in my 30s. I want to feel good. I want to feel the best. I want to be in the best shape of my life. So
get up and go type thing.
Hell yeah, man. So and it was always one of those things where I was inconsistent.
Yeah.
you start working out, you like, damn, man, I ain't seen
For like a week and
I ain't
two,
seen
and
no
then-
progress. It's been a week. You like, damn, I ain't had no six pack yet.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I've been at it for, I want to say weightlifting for like 2 months, 2-3 months.
Yeah.
And like I seen major changes,
No,
bro.
yeah,
so
for sure.
it feels good.
That's good to hear. So with that being said, like as you say, you guys been eating really good. Your sons, you know what I mean? I see them active.
Man,
what sports they play? I know for sure flag football.
They play football and basketball. So
Are they in flag still, or are they actually in tackle?
So my
now?
oldest, Gio, he was playing tackle, but his team got split up. And he don't want to go on to any other team, so he's waiting for them to kind of go back. So now he's playing flag football. My youngest, Cruz, he's playing flag football. Gio just got done with his basketball season, and Cruz is playing basketball too. But yeah, man, them kids, they're some great kids, bro, and they work hard. That's what I love about my kids, man, and that's what I love about doing what I do. Like me and my wife, we work out, we eat good, so we want to set those examples so they see that. And they want to follow in our footsteps. Exactly.
Do they? Like as far as like vegetables and all that? Because I remember when I was a little kid, I hated vegetables.
Nah, don't get me wrong. They still kind of do the little side smirks and shit when we put them greens on the table. But they're a lot better than I was when I was a kid.
Bro, I used to throw them away, feed them to my dog.
Yeah, man. Nah, but they've been balling, man, and it's great to see. It's a lot of fun when you're a parent and you see them on the field and they balling out, and they really good, bro. That's
what I'm saying. I've
crazy.
seen your son. Like I'm telling you, the older one, I believe, and I saw a couple videos, and he was juking.
Oh no, that's Cruz. That's the youngest one. That's the youngest one.
Some big kids, bro.
Yeah. Well, in the video he looked a little bit bigger than he is, but he's
just solid.
Bro, he's a beast, bro. He's fast. He got. Bro, and their IQ, like on the field, is way better than my IQ was when I was their age. Like, I did not have that type of IQ. Like, they're smart,
crazy,
bro.
But kids are smart. Like, I literally watch my nieces and nephews and everything that they got. I mean, electronics and everything is like, just everything in general. Their IQ is crazy. Like, I'm like, my niece, I mean, she's a freshman in high school. And like, I don't know. I was into school kind of, you know what I mean? But just everything in general, just like her mindset and like what she wants to do is like, way crazier than what I wasn't even thinking about half the things she was thinking of, and I was like, "You're gonna be so big in life," and like I love to see it, Same thing with my young ones. So
they got to figure it out,
bro, all day. So life, everything's good. Kids are good, eating right, hooping. We want to make sure everybody knows that hooping. We gonna play soon.
Suns need to offer me a contract or something.
Suns. Speaking of the Suns are doing really good. Number 1 right now.
Yeah. No. I think Golden State might have.
I think they tied.
Yeah. I haven't checked the latest records, but they won last night. But yeah, man, it's dope, man.
Yeah.
Phoenix, born and raised, so all the teams are doing well right now.
That's all that matters.
Mercury was in the finals. Suns was in the finals. They both on top of the league this year. So yeah, man, it's a blessing.
Cardinals are about to be. I will say this as not a big Cardinal fan, but they will be, in the playoffs, in the mix. Super excited for them, kind of. I hope we play them.
You so salty just saying that. You so salty just saying that, bro.
No, for real. But like speaking of that, like with the Suns and everything, I mean, just all the teams in general, it's really, really cool because, like I say, I look at that as like a plus. You know what I mean? I remember, when the Lakers were killing the game, and it's like LA's LA. You know what I mean? I wanted to go over there because I know the Lakers are number one.
It's
so
good
to
for
have
the
it
city,
in your own
man.
city, like just to see the Suns, like you said, the Suns and the Mercury in the NBA Finals and the WNBA Finals, and it was like the revenue that it brought on top of that, just like it brought the people together.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really the coolest thing. People were like cheering each other on. People were making merch. People were, just
man,
they were hyped.
it was a lot of dope morale in the city. And now the fact that we got 3, major league teams that are like really hooping,
and it's not just
really
one
balling
after
out.
one. It's gonna be like for the next couple of years.
Yeah,
like, we're
man.
gonna be solid.
We got a good core for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, we're doing good, man. It's good for the city because the city's gonna turn up even more, and that's
time.
good for us.
Big
It's
time.
good for us as far as business and everything like that. So yeah, man. So it's a blessing to be able to cheer on the teams because I'm a lifelong fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bandwagoner.
No, yeah,
you know
I know.
What I'm saying?
You've always been.
I got
I've
it
seen
tatted on me. You know what I'm saying? So
it's
it's real. Yeah, for lifer. Yeah, exactly.
That's what's up though. So like I said, the sports is doing good. Let's get into a little bit of like what you do for a living. A lot of people, if you've seen his work is amazing. I've personally
Appreciate you.
seen some of the dopest videos, photos around some of the people that I grew up like admiring. Like it's cool that you're working with them now.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
So how is that going? Tell the people what exactly you do.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
So I do photography, videography, and I get to meet a lot of my idols too, and do that. So I've been blessed with the opportunities that I've been given. In the last, I've only been shooting for about 4.5, 5 years.
Yeah.
And within that time frame, I was able to accomplish a lot, bro.
A lot.
You know, I owe it to my mom as far as providing me with that work ethic, you know, that she had
Definitely
growing up. So, you know, me following in her footsteps, working as hard as she did.
Yeah.
That I feel like that's what put me ahead of a lot of things.
For sure.
And obviously, you know, manifesting and being positive and
Exactly.
you know, taking the opportunities that I'm given and really delivering on my end.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, it was crazy because when I had first got the camera, first of all, I've loved video and photos since I was younger. But as you know, I was doing music and was really focused on that.
You was cold with it too.
Hey, appreciate it.
I'll tell you if you suck, but you was really
still
good.
cold with it. I just don't go to the studio often anymore because that's not really my focus anymore.
Yeah.
But I started doing music 9 years old. Was signed when I was 13. Signed again when I was 15. Signed again when I was 19.
Yeah.
But I remember the specific moment that I fell in love with cinematography.
Okay.
I was, I believe, 8 or 9, and I was watching Men in Black. Oh. And I remember watching the movie and thinking, like, not just watching it, like thinking, oh, it's Will Smith and aliens and stuff like that. I was watching the camera angles. How did they get this shot to look like that? How did they, you know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I was watching that movie in a different light. And I didn't really realize what it was until I got a little bit older, and I was like, damn, I was really watching that movie trying to figure out like how they got that shot.
How they got that shot,
yeah. So like ever since that moment, I would always watch movies and pay attention to stuff like that. You know what I mean? Pay attention to how they did the casting, how they did the timeline of the story, how they got the shots, the way that they did the shot list and all that stuff. So I've always loved it. And about 4.5, 5 years ago, I told my wife, I'm gonna pick up the camera and I'm gonna really try to do this. Yeah. I didn't know how to work nothing.
I can only imagine.
I didn't know how to go to the settings. I didn't know nothing, bro. So I went to YouTube, you know, taught myself everything and, you know, just really put my head down and focused on, you know, doing that. So I was able to learn it. And then I told my wife within a year, I'm gonna have my first NFL client.
Dope.
And shortly after that, I worked with DJ Humphreys, and then from DJ Humphreys, Marcus Golden, and then the list goes on from there.
No, I got the list. We're going to talk about the list a little later on. That list is huge. But no, that's dope. And like I said, even me personally for the podcast, I purchased my own camera, you know. My boy told me, he's like, bro, purchase this camera. And like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't messed with it, but YouTube, you can learn everything, you know what I mean? But it's just all that matters, like manifest, you know?
Yep. You don't gotta go to school no more. You can learn everything.
YouTube, I'm telling you.
Online, yeah.
For real. But no, that's really, really dope. And you know, you're doing very, very well. Like I said, you know, in 4 years, there's some people that I know that have been in the game for more than 10 and they're not even nowhere close to where you're at, you know? And it's like, that's a blessing. Cause
man, it's a blessing.
And it's not that
sure.
like, you know, you're better than them or anything, but it's just more the fact that you manifest it, you work your ass off, you put yourself in certain positions. You know, they might have been like, oh, I'm not going to go there, and where you were down to go, and then boom, it just all
networking.
Networking
is one of the biggest things.
Tatted on me one day.
Man, hey, let's get there. I'm gonna get matching tattoos with you. We go get network.
People do not understand. Like they always ask me, like, how are you? Where are you at? And networking. I just shut them up before they finish the question. You know,
you got to be able to. There was one time where I was chilling with this millionaire, right? And he says, if you're in a room full of people and none of them know who you are, you're not going anywhere in life.
True.
Even if you just introduce yourself. You don't got to say what you do.
Yeah.
But if you never introduce yourself, you never were given an opportunity to elevate. You know what I mean? So I've always took that when I'm in a room, no matter who it is, I introduce myself.
All day.
Because there might be a time, or there was a time actually, when I was chopping it up with this dude, and we was just chopping it up on some cool shit, like at this event. He ended up being one of the major people in this company, and he was like, bro, I'm gonna work with you, because, you know, you're cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're able to have a conversation with me, and we vibe and shit like that. So introduce yourself.
I'm telling you, that's the biggest thing too, because if you don't introduce yourself, like you said, they're not gonna know who you are. And I mean, I think it's even like being a Latino and shit, like going into those family parties. You
gotta introduce. You gotta say hi to everybody.
If
you don't say hi to not one person, you gonna hear about it.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is gonna talk shit about you. Oh.
Yes.
You didn't say hi to my new boyfriend. I know this is the third one this year, but hey, you just said hi to him. I'm grateful to do that because I'm telling you, it's true. Every time I go,
that's crazy. Now that you said that, because we're kind of bred from a young age to introduce yourself to everybody in the room.
Or we were in trouble, or we ended up in the little cousin's room.
Shout out Latinos,
for real talk.
Because
I'm grateful to be Latino. No offense,
facts.
Race.
No, facts. Yeah, because I didn't even think about that. When you said that, I was like, damn.
It's
like,
true.
We really were like.
I mean, I'm sure every race has their certain things, but when you're Latino, like if you don't show love to everybody that's at your Nana Tata's house in that little ass living room, like you got to crawl over Theos and shit. You know what I mean? But it's dope. And speaking on Latinos, like, what is your thoughts on being Latino? How do you take that? Like, how do you love? Like, do you love it? Do you not? I mean, of course you love it.
Man, I love it. I love it, and I love the fact that I'm in a position where I'm able to, push the culture forward and really show, because you don't really see a lot of Latino directors and like in that light. You know what I mean? I'm
starting to meet some, but I'm like, they're not as big as others.
They're not as big as the others, but
they're making moves.
There's a lot of Latinos in the industry that are just crazy talented, and to be able to be in the same category with them is a blessing. You know what I mean? As a Latino creator,
all day.
So yeah, man. I'm extremely proud of my heritage, and I'm extremely proud of my culture, and I just want to continue pushing it forward. You know what I mean? Especially being from Arizona. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the things that I talked to Devin Booker about. Yeah. When I was at his birthday party, I was shooting with Jay Crowder, and we were there, and I was just chopping up with Booker, and I said, I love the fact that you're in Phoenix and you're embracing the culture. All day. You know what I'm saying? Because he's Latino as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he told me, he was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to really embrace that side of me. And you see it. You see him with the old schools and the Dickies and all that shit. The lowriders, bro. He love Arizona. Oh, for sure. He love Arizona. For sure. He a Cholo.
Yeah, he a Cholo. Like, I literally went to the game last week. It was against the Celtics. Yeah, last week. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he had the whole khaki shirt, jacket. Mm-hmm. The court. Or no, he had a Converse. And I saw the way that he ironed it, you know what I mean? The pants. Yeah, so, crease. The crease.
He got the creases going.
So that's what I'm saying. And that's dope, and I don't think he really embraced being Latino not too long ago. It was literally
it was not until he was really in Arizona where he started embracing it.
Maybe less than a year ago, 2 years
ago. He was like, yeah, they really out here. I was like, yeah, Mexicans is really out here, boy.
For real.
It's Arizona.
And we love him too. Like I'm telling you, Devin Booker, that's our LeBron James, that's our Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Devin Booker's invited to the quinceañera.
All day. The carne asadas, everything.
Carne asada, all that.
Bring your girl too. It's all good. We love it for you. Nah, but being Latino is like I said, is one of the greatest things. Like you were saying with the directors, me personally this year, or just the last 8 months, I've really truly started getting introduced to them. I really truly started thinking like, I want to be in more movies, in which we will talk about right now. Shout out to Albert, Sweetbread, the
Sammy.
movie. Sammy, you already know, the whole cast of Sweetbread. Me and this guy were in the movie together, and that's when I believe, that's when I first met you.
Yeah, I believe it was like,
or like, I mean, we met each other before.
We knew each other, but it wasn't like, that was when we really got to like chop it up and really spend time with each other.
Exactly, and like, that was back in 2016, and the movie didn't come out until 10 years later. No, it's funny, but it came out like,
hey, that's how it goes though.
2020, I think it finally, 2019 or 2020. Yeah. It finally came out. But just like I said, going back to the director thing, it was just like really cool to be like, I'm Latino, and you're Latino, of course, and being in it was literally straight Latino culture,
culture,
I mean?
Bro, like that Sweetbread. That shit was fire.
It was Chicano, you know what I mean? Like, me personally, I don't know Spanish like that. I understand it to an extent. You know what I mean? Both of us. So like the fact that people are like,
sorry,
Nana. I know for real. Why'd you call it Sweetbread? And then the whole meaning of everything, and just it's more Chicano than anything. But with the directors and all that stuff, who is a director you've personally met that's Latino that you, or even an actor that like you were just like, whoa, like I remember watching you in this movie or this movie, back in the day.
As far as directors, I haven't really met someone like in like that level. Yeah. I've chopped it up with a couple of dudes that like shoot. Shula the Don he's not Latino. Yeah. I mean, he is Latino. I think he's Puerto Rican or Dominican. Yeah. But he shoots like Rick Ross and everything like that. And I've chopped it up with, I haven't personally met him, but I've chopped it up with him, and he's like tapped in with me, and like we've, what I'm saying? So it's dope to have that type of recognition. Yeah. As far as director wise, bro, Albert is probably one of the dudes that I look up to in that aspect, because
he's slept on.
He's talented, bro. Like he's not in the light that he should be, for sure. He's way more talented than he is known.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
And that's the thing with Albert is like, me and him about to actually link up soon. But I didn't understand it. Like Sweetbread was my first move ever
Yeah.
been in short film wise. And it was, I was like, all right, this is cool. It's like a little ASU project. That's how I literally looked at it. Like, my mindset was done back in 2016. And I didn't really act as best as I could. But at the end of the day, man, that dude, Albert, like just the scripts and I'm reading the scripts of everything. And it's like, you wrote this? Like you did this? Like it just, when you get older and mature more and you start to, you start giving love to, what they're doing. I'm just like, yo, this dude is amazing. Like I'm not even trying to be
level of creativity to do that.
For real.
The whole script, bro, like.
Think about it. Sitting down and be like, hey, this is what we're gonna do this next. Have you heard the new one he's gonna do, gender reveal?
He told me about it, but I haven't.
You gotta read that script.
Yeah,
I love Sweetbread.
He said he was gonna send it to me, but he never did.
You need to send it to him. But I love Sweetbread. It's a classic. It's on YouTube. Everybody
we had a lot of fun on that set too.
Super dope. Gender reveal is gonna be, I think, what's gonna bring him out of this.
He said I got a part in it.
I got a part too. We're gonna be in the movie again. Nah, for real though. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. Trust me. So about Sweetbread, what was your character? Go ahead and let the people know your character.
I was Richie, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's been that long.
Yeah, it's been that long.
84
I was
years.
Richie, and so that was a lot of fun, man, because I was getting into acting a lot.
You were a goon.
Yeah, I'm a straight goon, but that's pretty much
It's life. It was easy.
It's like it was easy. Nah, I'm messing around. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun to, be on the other side of the camera. I was signed to an agency around that time, so I was in commercials and stuff like that.
I seen you on an Arizona lottery ticket.
Yeah, commercial. I was tossing the football up in the back. You see that? Yeah, I got them hands, boy.
Yeah, I seen that.
It was a nice little spiral that I threw up.
You're trying to get picked up by the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm trying to get picked. I'm trying to go to the league. You feel me? Either whether it's hooping or whether it's playing football. Nah, not football. I'm too old for that.
Nah.
But yeah, man. So like. It was a lot of fun being on that set, and it was a lot of people that it was their first time acting,
big time.
And for the first time acting for a lot of people, I think we did a pretty good job.
I think we did a good job. Movie was like they played it at Harkins Theater. It was dope to see that. Me personally, I had a sex scene, so like when you're sitting next to a girlfriend that didn't know at the time, and your mom and dad, that was pretty awkward to see you on a big ass screen.
Yeah, when my kids was watching it,
your kids were right there. Yeah,
my kids.
Yeah, I was sorry about that, but no, like just in general, Sweetbread was definitely a blessing, and I'm telling you, Sweetbread was for me personally. It got me into doing more content. It got me into wanting to do more movies, wanting to actually take a step back and be like, that's how they created that movie.
People don't realize like how fun acting is.
It's fun.
The industry is cutthroat. Don't get me wrong, but the ability to just be creative and embrace a different character, it's crazy, bro.
You gotta just like, all right, get it.
It's like playing a video game.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're a character in a video game.
Yeah.
But in this instance, you're a character in a movie. And it's just super dope to be able to, watch it back and see everything come to life. Yeah. Because we're on set and we're like, we don't really know how this is going to go. We don't really know how it's going to come out. But Sammy did a great job. Albert did a great job. Everybody on set did a great job.
For real.
And it's crazy because you get so close. Like, that's all family now.
Oh, yeah,
you
for
feel
sure.
me?
Yeah.
Like, even to this day, bro, like,
Everybody's
we tap in
doing
and be like,
things,
hey, happy Thanksgiving, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas and shit like that. So, yeah, man, it was a lot of fun.
Nah, definitely.
Sweetbread,
the movie. I got to check it out. I'm telling you.
Check it out for sure.
We did that in 2016. Think about that. That was 5 years ago.
Dang, bro, time is flew by.
It's flying. But yeah, no, that's definitely dope. So like I said, I want to actually go back to, what you do and everything. I know you do a lot. A little bit about rapping. So you say you really just, not saying lost the love for it, but is it more the sense of you got that one focus and that's your focus? It's
more a sense of prioritizing.
Yeah.
What's important right now. You know what I mean? Like my business is booming. Yeah. So I want to be able to focus 110% on my business and still have that balance of family life. You know what I mean? Because if I'm trying to, pursue and have a successful business, I'm working a lot of hours trying to do that. And then I have to go to the studio and spend hours in the studio. Because when I'm in the studio, I don't spend 1 hour in the studio. Like I really create. So I'm there for 5, 6, 7 hours. So imagine being at a video shoot for 4 or 5 hours, going to the studio 4 or 5 hours, coming home, my kids is already asleep.
Yeah, no, I
and
get
like
you.
one of my things is having that work-life balance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make that decision like, okay, I'm going to focus 110% on my business and I'm going to focus 110% on my family. So 100%. That's one of the reasons why I stopped, doing that stuff. It doesn't mean I don't have a love for it anymore. Yeah. I still go to the studio every now and then, lay a verse and, chill and stuff like that. But as far as pursuing it and trying to do something with it.
Yeah.
It's just past that part of life.
I feel it.
You know, past that time in my life where I want to, you know, accomplish that. I've already accomplished a lot since a young age. So it's not like I'm leaving with a bad taste in my mouth. You know, I was able to do some great things.
No, I get it. So to the people that don't know, and I've played it many times, you know, on my social media and everything, Who Hurt You Part 2.
We still got to do it. I'm still down to do a video.
We got to 100%. We're gonna do it 1,000%. We need to. This man is the man that created Who Hurt You Part 2. To the people that don't know, I want to know personally because I mean I've had many homies that are rappers and everything. How long did it take you to make that? Yeah.
25 minutes.
25 minutes. This man
easy.
rapped about my life.
Yep. Your life in 25 minutes.
25 minutes. I loved it. You know what I mean? And it was like, I'm telling you, like, people love that shit. Like, people always ask me, is that on, like, YouTube, Spotify, anything? And I'm like,
I should drop it on Spotify.
Just do it so I can have everybody repost it. Because I'm telling you, the people love me and the people are showing love. So
It was a fire record, too. It was a fire record.
Yeah, and we got to make that music video.
Yeah, that music video, I see black and white. I see Henny bottles everywhere. I see we dressing suits. Suits. Let's be in zoot suits.
Bro, we could. I'm telling you.
That'll be fire.
You got to do something different at the end of the day, and that's what the biggest thing. All right, so we got the rapping out the way. What? I'm going to go back into the videography, photography. Who is your favorite? And don't get offended, people, if your name is not mentioned right now. Who is one? You have to only pick one. I know you got a list. I'm gonna mention this list right now. Who is your absolute favorite person so far that you've worked with?
That are we talking about like A-list, like or anybody, just in general?
And anybody that you were like, yo, I will work 100%. I will like literally work 24 hours straight for this person.
Richie Evans.
Richie Evans?
Yeah, that's my dog.
For real?
Yeah, that's my dog.
What makes him the best? Like, what makes him the person that you love to work with?
It's just a family thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I'm with him, we create high quality content, and it's not just me, it's him as well. He puts a lot of thought into what we do. He's consistent.
All right.
He puts money into what he wants to do. He makes sure that budget is there. Yeah. So that always makes his content a lot better.
All day.
Yeah, man, and just his work ethic in general. Like he's a real superstar, bro. Like. He's a legend here too. Like I don't know if you know who Richie is.
I'll be honest with you.
He went by Juice back in the day. He was signed to the game. He's from Phoenix, but
I'm horrible with that.
He's an OG, bro. He's like Willie North Pole, like in that era. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my dog, bro. So if I could work with anybody 24 hours straight, it'd be Richie for
Richie
sure.
Evans. I love it.
But don't get me wrong, because I know some people go watch this and they gonna be like, "Damn, dude, that's how you feel." Nah. But it's a lot of people that I love working with. But for that person, like that would be Richie for sure.
Now I'm gonna mention this list right now. All right, I'm gonna try to mention everybody's name correctly if I mess it up. So these are everybody you've worked with. Either you've done photos, videos, right?
That's just some.
I know it's more, but
I know, bro. I was
we
like,
got like a toxic paragraph from a, no, it's like nah. So
La Toxica.
So you worked with Drake, Jay Crowder, Brian Murphy, Kyle Murray,
Byron Murphy.
Oh, Byron Murphy. My bad. Sorry about that, my boy. Sorry. Patrick Peterson, which I love you. So the Vikings all day. You already know the vibes. Isaiah Simmons, Marcus Golden. Is it Zaven Collins?
Zaven Collins.
Zaven Collins. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, Cam Payne, Cam Johnson, Javal McGee, Young Ma,
Jacquees.
How do you pronounce his name? I always thought it was Jacquees.
Nah, Jacquees.
Damn, my bad. But hey, he got the best boot up remix. I don't care what anybody says.
His remix is fire to that.
It's better than the original song. No offense. Homegirl was hating on him. I ain't gonna lie. Anyways, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, the OGs, E40, Lil TJ, Vito, The Game, Shorty. I had to look him up.
Shorty is fire.
Dope ass music.
Bitch, you up.
Didn't know. Didn't know his other shit past that.
Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
hard,
yo,
bro.
Yeah, Burna Boy, MC Magic, Arizona Legend all day. Baby Bash, Sweetie, Cap G. Shout out Cap G.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Cap G. I'm gonna play you one-on-one, Cap G. This is a call out right now. You gonna send it to me?
Me and Cap G hoop last time he was in town.
Yeah, bro,
yeah.
I was supposed to link.
He got a shot.
I slacked it. Will Clay, Richie Evans, 50 Cent. I saw that was literally like this past weekend. Have you worked with them before? Or was that the first time?
Nah. So that was the first time, and so I was gonna talk about this. So people ask like, Dub, how do you get these shoots? How do you get these opportunities? A lot of it is, work speaks for itself.
Definitely.
But it's also people that believe in me and put me in positions to win. Yeah, it's not just me the whole time.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody coming in town, you like, I know exactly who to call to make sure I get this content. that's another big part of my success is people really believing that I could deliver. And
who put you on?
Ryan from Guest List.
Shout out Guest List.
Guest
AJ
List.
Mills. Hey,
yeah, man. So he called me. He was like, man, I got 50 coming in. I know you can grab some fire content.
Yeah.
So this is what I want you to do for me. So that was the first time I worked with him. But it's cool because whenever I do these shoots, I meet their camp, I meet their people, and then
boom,
network. Yeah. And then it goes
and
from
if
there.
they really, really love this shit, they're like, hey, we out here. Maybe it's not in Arizona, but we're in Cali. Like, that's 45-minute flight.
Yep. That's how it was with Young Buck, too. Yeah. I did a video shoot with Sincerely Collins.
I was about to say, Young Buck was on the list, and the ended Young Reese. Reese, a little young legend. Like,
man.
I don't care what anybody says. Me and Young Reese and his brother, we got into a little confrontation. I'll throw it out there. Rocky Point, it was just some shit that I just, we all got into.
Was alcohol involved?
No, it wasn't even alcohol involved, but it was just one of those situations where it's like, I'm not gonna lie, they can even ask. It was like I always tell people, if there's 5 people in the room or 100, you got to perform no matter what. And during the day, it wasn't as packed as the night, and there was only one microphone, and I didn't let them use it because it had Luciano's name on the mic. It happened to be mine. I love y'all. I'm proud of both y'all. I'm glad both of us actually talked. I'm super proud of them. This was back like probably 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's super dope to see both of them because they're killing it. Jay Cook doing his thing.
They doing their thing.
And Young Reese just got signed with French Montana.
Yo, that's big.
So that's huge. And he's young. He's only like
a lot of people don't understand how big that is.
How old is he? 21? 20?
He's young, bro. I don't even know.
He's under 22 years old. He has to be.
He's under 25 for sure.
Okay, I'll say 25. Yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't really know. He might be 2021.
2020. He's just killing the game. Young Reese, do your thing.
Talented young dude.
Yeah, so that's dope. So yeah, exactly. You're right. As far as people putting you on, and I think that's one of my biggest things. People put me on in some situations. They're like, yo, Luciano, so-and-so is here in town. They're trying to go to a club. We're sending them your way. I'm like, hell yeah, like that's dope, because it's just like they believe in me. And it's like I said, it all goes back to networking. It all goes back to how you treat everybody. Like, even if you on your worst day, treat everybody the same. You know what I mean? Show love to everybody because you just never know.
If you got great relationships with people, they always look out for you.
All day.
Always.
100%.
You burn bridges left and right, you're not going to get no opportunities.
Exactly.
If you have an ego, you're not going to get no opportunities.
Nope.
You got to be able to be humble and to be able to, have that mentality that you're going to deliver every single time. So that's one of the things that I feel, and I take a lot of pride in myself, is whenever I'm given an opportunity, I give 110% to make sure that I deliver.
100%.
And, like I said, the work speaks for itself. So as soon as you're in a room with somebody, you connect with them, and then from there, it's all love.
Going back to 50 Cent, how was that?
Man, he cool as hell, bro.
Yeah?
Bro.
I want to turn
Yeah, he was only supposed to be at the store for like 15 minutes. He ended up staying like an hour.
That's dope.
He only left with their gear. He didn't buy no major gear or nothing like that. He bought their shit, and he left. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, bro. People like that.
Yeah,
that's how you're gonna like.
He's good people,
last.
and it's crazy because in the past 6 months, I've worked with so many big names in the past 6 months.
Yeah.
And these are people that I idolized growing up. Snoop Dogg, E40, Too Short.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, the show we did in Kentucky, that was with Richie Evans as well.
Okay.
That was the part of their tour.
Nice.
The Mount Westmore.
Oh yeah.
And that was probably I don't get starstruck working with people because in this industry you work with a whole bunch of, A-list clientele and stuff like that.
All day.
But when I seen Snoop and Cube, that was a different ballgame because I was a youngster, like a kid.
Yeah.
I would sneak to listen to the East Siders album with Snoop.
Damn.
My mom had it, and she would get mad because it was cussing and all kinds of stuff like that. But when I worked with Snoop, that was crazy, bro. Like that was one of those moments that I was like, damn, like my life is crazy.
Growing up, like you said, like Starstruck and all that, you can't get it like that. And like all the club scenes I've worked and everything, Super Bowl was here a couple of years ago. We had everybody. I mean, I partied with Kevin Hart, with Lil Wayne was in the strip club. We had Young Jeezy. I don't smoke weed. Sorry, Mom and Pops. I had to smoke a blunt when Young Jeezy hands it over to you. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts.
I didn't know what to do. I was like,
Sitting in there paranoid now.
Yeah, but and this is crazy, but I got so starstruck when I met Busy Bone.
Oh yeah, man.
I know that's like
Bone Thugs.
So many people are just like,
Thuggish
Busy Bone, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Busy Bone is my personal favorite. Like I mean, just if you guys saw the 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs and Harmony, not only was he throwing water balls and mics,
busy on
but
that
like
stage.
just to be honest, like they sent him out. It was his like verse that like was fucking them up, like, and just the way he raps. I feel like a lot of people. That was a person I was like, holy shit.
It's wild. It's
and my
wild.
phone was dead. I didn't get a photo. Super sad.
Yeah, that's whack.
I was pissed
I hate
off.
when stuff like that happens.
I'm gonna bring him out though. That's how big of a fan I am.
Yeah,
I'ma
man,
bring him
it's
out.
crazy because like you said, we work with a lot of big people, and we in this industry, you can't be starstruck, you can't do none of that goofy shit and stuff like that. So, but there are those individuals that, man, like you idolize them growing up. So it's always about like showing respect. Because when I seen Snoop, I felt like I was 10.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
does
felt like
everything.
I felt like a little kid again.
That man literally does everything.
Man, he was with Tupac.
Yeah. Think about it.
You feel me? That's a legend.
And Martha Stewart.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
People don't understand that. How you gonna
go
go
a fool, bro?
from Tupac all the way to Martha Stewart? Man, this man is in everything.
And you smoking with Martha Stewart?
Smoking, talking shit.
That's crazy.
That's dope though. That's super dope. What is when it goes back to videography, photography? What is the hardest thing about it to you? Like, what is like just one thing you're just like, damn, I'm still trying to, not so much like, perfect the video or anything, but it's just like, this is hard. Me personally, like I said, the example, working in the club scene, at 9 o'clock, I'm just like, fuck, I gotta get a shower, I gotta get dressed, I gotta go to the club. But then once I'm in the club, it's like, hell yeah, I'm in it, let's get it. Because I've done this shit for 7 years of my life. What is something that you're just like, I'm not saying hate it, but you know, it's like, damn, this is, challenging. Like,
I feel like a lot of times, let me think. So the hardest part about, maybe standing out in a competitive field, because there's thousands of people that want to
walk
shoot
right
videos.
past you and be like, watch this shit.
Yeah, that you feel me? So it's like you got to stand out. And then also like working with artists, sometimes it's difficult to work with artists and try to, because a lot of times artists are egotistical and they got their superstar quality and shit like that.
But to do it like this.
So you got to be able to kind of put your foot down sometimes and be like, nah, I don't want to shoot that scene because it's not gonna look good. Like they want to be, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So you trying to get creative ideas out, and sometimes they don't want to hear it because they don't understand like the idea. Yeah. But every time I tell them like, hey man, let's just do it like this, they're like, and then they see the video, they're like, damn, dude, like you really did that. Yeah. So I would say like communication aspect sometimes is communication is off sometimes, and that's kind of difficult. And then obviously like the competitive nature of the field. So that's probably the toughest part. Everything else is cake. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the hours is cool. Like I don't mind. I'm a Mexican. We work. You feel me? So it's like
whatever.
You know what I'm saying? But it's those little things that kind of like, oh yeah, it's kind of difficult to work with this individual sometimes. You feel me?
So yeah, like I said, your work works for itself. It speaks for itself. And I saw that you were nominated for Arizona Trending, right?
Yeah, Arizona Trending videographer of the year, and then photographer of the year.
What are your thoughts on that?
It's dope to get acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? I seen. Aren't you nominated too?
Host of the year.
It's dope to get acknowledged by your peers, and there's a lot of talented individuals on those lists. Yeah. Yeah, man. So it's dope. It's cool. It's cool.
Shout out to them for doing that.
Arizona Trending.
Arizona Trending. That's something different. Shout out to you guys. They even reached out to me to actually host the event, and I was like, only if I win.
You gonna do it?
I was just like, yeah, I'm down. I told them, I was like, whatever you guys need me to do.
That'll be fire.
Anybody, bro, I'm telling you, one thing about me is like, I'm willing to work with everybody. Mm-hmm. Like, literally. Like, I've had people that I've had beef with, like, not even so much beef where it's like, fuck you, da-da-da. It was just more competitive because I'm a very big competitor. Like, I'm competitive in anything.
But I think that's why you're successful in your field.
Exactly.
And I think that's why I'm successful too, because I'm competitive as well.
You got to be competitive, and there's some things that like maybe years ago where I was like, well, fuck your event, my shit's better, which it was. Sorry to say it, but you know what I mean. I was competitive. Now I'm like older, and I'm just like, y'all have the number one Saturday. I have that shit. Like I know what I'm doing. I'm getting money, and I know that I'm not even focused on this. I'm on something bigger and better. And that's the best thing. But
I think the key is being competitive, but also being supportive.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's where I'm at now.
Always dropping game, always giving game, dropping gems. Because I'm big on that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm competitive. I want to win. But at the same time, if somebody asks me a question about a camera, I'm going to tell them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give them what they need in order to be successful at what they do too. Because we live in a world where, just Phoenix alone, what's the population of Phoenix?
God, grit.
Like 6 point something million?
Yeah.
bro, there's enough money out there for all of us. Like what
People need to understand that. I really, really like. I need to see those more on like motivational, like.
Yeah,
you know, like
who am I to try to stop you from being
Exactly.
successful? You know what I'm saying? I want to see you got a family too. You trying to feed?
Exactly.
I'm not trying to stop you from doing that.
Because I've been asked like, oh, how'd you get into promoting game? Like I've answered everything, and then they're oh well on the microphone. Da, da, da. I'm like, however you feel comfortable, do it. You know what I mean? Like don't ever try to be like me. Like because when I do get like younger hosts and all that, I start hearing them and I'm like, wait a minute, that kind of sounds like me. I'm like, don't do that shit. I was like, don't do that. I was like, not that it's like I'm scared. Like I was like, I want you to take my place. Like I don't want to be on the microphone at 32, 33 years old. Like, I'm just being honest.
Be behind the scenes.
I want to be a festival or like I'll run that shit. But yeah, being in the club scene, it's like it's different. Now I always tell them like, man, do your own wave. Like however you feel, even if you feel like I was like, I'm that boss that it's like I'm not gonna fucking yell at you unless you're over here saying where all the bad bitches at. Because I mean I remember when I was 21, I was talking shit like where the bitches at.
Stop it. You still talk shit on the mic.
Oh, I still talk my shit, but I just don't be like disrespecting women and shit. Because I was an asshole at 21. I'll be the realest. Like, Asher Thea's about me. True story. I've had some young women, 21, 22, like, hey, my Thea told me to that like her name, whatever, said hi. And I'm like, who? And she yeah, from barbecues. And I'm like, fuck, because that's when I was 21. They were 30 something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
No. You was out there acting a fool.
I was wild. Hey, skinny Luciano was wild. And six pack.
Damn, that's crazy.
Your Thea might have took a body shot off me when I was 21. I'm just gonna say that. That was 8 years ago. Nah, but yeah, no, exactly. And that's dope that you do that because I'm telling you, bro, there's some people that are still in their competitive mindset that like I'm like, bro, like no, because
they be giving me the wrong
competitive.
answers
I'm always be competitive, but I'm saying where it's like it gets to a point where it's like you're just a fucking asshole. I'm like, bro, like you saying, you're this, and this, like that's not gonna get you anywhere. Like nobody's gonna want to work with you. On top of that,
just be a good person.
Yeah, exactly.
Point blank, be a good person, bro.
And if somebody's better at you, then you would just be like, hey, I'm the reason that motherfucker did that. Like, you know what I mean? Like take charge.
I showed you that, and you took that advice and you made it your own, and you did that, and now your quality is stepping up, and I feel good about that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always that individual, bro. Like we could all win,
100%.
Ain't no point in me just winning. Like you feel me? That's I'm trying to have everybody win.
What are some words that you would tell somebody that's barely getting into the game of like videography and the photos and everything, and just network in general, like all of it?
I would say believe in yourself first and foremost, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will.
True.
Have that confidence that you're going to be able to, take on that feat and be successful at it. Definitely work on your networking skills. Don't be afraid to be told that you're doing something wrong, or don't be afraid of constructive criticism.
100%.
Because a lot of people can't take constructive criticism. They get defensive and they shut out what they're saying. Like really, really soak in, especially if it's someone that's ahead of you, because all they're trying to do is give you some game. You know what I'm saying? Be competitive. Be humble. Because if you're not humble, nobody's gonna want to work with you.
Nope.
Find your own lane. Find your niche. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like sports photography, do sports photography. You know what I'm saying? If you like family photos, do family photos. If you like cars, bro, there's so many lanes of photography and videography that you got to choose one. But I would say choose one and stick to it. Yeah. Not saying you can't go do all these other things, but keep a theme. One of them. Keep a theme to your IG account.
Because they're gonna hit you up for that.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't look like your work is all over the place. Because if I post gun, rapper, baby picture, you know what I'm saying? Like that throws it off, bro. You feel me? Like you gotta find your niche. You gotta find your niche, dog.
That's definitely true.
A lot of people I see that, because Instagram is a business.
It's all day. I'm on Instagram 24/7. They tell me like bro, you're active, you're asleep. Like how are you?
I'm barely on Facebook now.
I don't even go to Facebook.
Because Instagram is where I make my money.
Copy paste from Instagram.
You know what I'm saying?
Facebook, like, don't even try to get a reach. Like,
exactly. But
Instagram where it's at. But it's TikTok.
It's that niche though. Like you gotta, like your niche is like club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Clothing, streetwear, like you have like that market.
Yeah, no.
So if you try to go and sell cars and sell houses, like it's gonna.
I'm gonna try to put a "Who Hurt You" sticker on that bitch.
You feel me?
Try to sell that shit.
It's just having that niche and staying with it
all day,
because that's gonna keep that audience engaged, because they're following you for that reason.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So if you start posting some off the wall shit, they're gonna be like,
what are you doing?
I don't really fuck with baby photos, or I don't really fuck with family photos. Like I like the gritty shit you posted, or the sports shit. But I think with me is like, I'm gritty in general, and that's why a lot of sports athletes like working with me, because every athlete wants to be a rapper, every rapper wants to be an athlete. So they like the content to look the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
no, that's true.
they want to have them fit pics, you know what I'm saying?
Telling you.
Different things like that. They want their workout videos to have a music video feel.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think that's what's working for me is the fact that my sports content is gritty too, as well as my rap video and stuff like that, street fashion and stuff like that. So I feel like that's my niche, and I found it. And if you go to my IG and you keep scrolling, it's gonna have the same type of theme.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would tell a young individual that wants to get into it. And don't be afraid to take chances. Some people are afraid to jump off the ledge.
Don't live.
Because I quit my job in the middle of the pandemic to do this full time.
Yeah.
That was scary, bro.
I got fired in the. We lost the nightclubs. It was straight Who Hurt You. But that's the most I made. I'm telling you, because I was so focused on Who Hurt You that I was like, I made so much money off Who Hurt You during COVID. And like, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? You got to take chances.
What kind of person are you when your back is against the wall?
I was a fucking savage, bro. I literally, I'm telling you, I came up with so many, different ways of, how are people going to see my merch? Because I couldn't do the clubs anymore.
If you can get bread through a pandemic,
oh, yeah.
Boy.
I'm ready for another. I'm ready for the zombies.
You're going to be a millionaire.
I'm going to have some zombies wearing Who Hurt You merch.
If you could get bread through a pandemic without the PPPs and the EDDs and all the ABCs, then you good.
For real. No, that's what's up. But as we wrap up, we lost a legend. And I mean, a true legend, Vicente Fernandez. What were your thoughts on that?
Man, on my tias, they were posting stories about that and singing the songs. It's crazy, bro, because that's like the Michael Jackson of the...
He really was.
Yeah, the Mexican heritage.
Respected him. I respected his music all the time. You know, I mean, like I said, it goes back to me being more Chicano, listening to oldies, lowriders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I lived that lifestyle, riding horses and shit like that. But one of the biggest things when you start seeing the president of the United States, you know, show him love. George Strait, one of the kings of country, sang his song, you know, sang it in Spanish.
Yeah.
I was tripping the fuck out. I'm like, yo, what? That's crazy.
It's crazy, bro. And that's a legend in that community, in the Mexican heritage. Yeah. Like I said, that was Michael Jackson.
For real, the legacy he left.
Yeah, man. So R.I.P. to the legend.
Gente,
you know, everyone's drinking some Coronas and Dos Equis and tequila.
Tequila for sure.
Tequila for sure. But yeah, man, when I heard about it, it was crazy. I was like, damn, nah, for real. And then I started seeing posts. And
I've never seen so many posts. I'm not saying that only because he's Mexican or anything, but I mean, of course, Michael Jackson passed away. You always see posts. Yeah. But I'm talking about this man, the legacy he left, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's the type of legacy I'm trying to leave. Shit, I'm gonna start singing.
Yeah, we working towards that legacy for sure. No, that's real.
Because that's a life. That's whether you loved him or hated him, at the end of the day, you got the whole world talking about you.
Yeah, that's facts.
When you pass away, so that's crazy. But like I said, appreciate you for coming on.
I appreciate you,
man. It's been a blessing. We're gonna work together.
Always good to see you.
For real. Let the people know where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on IG, Shot by Dub. My YouTube is Shot by Dub as well. That's SHOTBYDUB. I'm on my website is dub.com. Yeah, man, tap in if you need work, if you have questions, whatever, man, just tap in.
100%. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Again. Thank you again. Hey, episode 2 out the way. You already know the vibes. Shout out to Dub.
Yeah, shout out to Luciano. In Uproar.